You're listening to and watching the state's best AA football, and the Giles County Chamber of Commerce is happy to be a part of it.
Okay, Jeff Nichols along with Harold Chafin here at halftime. We'll take a look at how the scoring went, and then we'll come back and take a look at the statistics. Park View Sterling had this ball game all their own way in the first quarter and for the first 4 minutes of the second period of play, as Pinkett went 44 yards with a touchdown run with 6:19 remaining in the first quarter. They go ahead 6-0. The extra point attempt on the kick by Gramo was no good, and the score with 6:19 remaining in the first quarter was 6-0 Park View Sterling. Then after the second Giles fumble of the first half that was recovered by Park View Sterling, Pinkett went 1 yard for a TD off the right side, making it 12-0. The two-point pass attempt by Nettles was again no good, so it remained 12-0 Park View Sterling. Well, the Patriots didn't let up any there as they came back for a third time early in the second period of play with 8:09 remaining, and Pinkett went again off the right side 7 yards to make it 18-0. The extra point attempt on a run by Pinkett was no good, and it remained 18-0 in favor of the Patriots before Giles could get anything started. Giles down to punt. Parkview punt at the 5-yard line. Were thrown back to the 1-yard line as Leon King was almost tackled for a safety, and then in 4 plays went 99 yards for the touchdown. The big play being the 74-yard touchdown run by Leon King. That made it 8-6. Bobby Muncie's extra point was good, making it 18-7, and that was with 4:12 remaining in the first half. And then with just 1 second remaining in the first half of play, after an incomplete pass in the end zone was almost intercepted the play before, Leon King threw 5 yards to the right side of the end zone to Greg Mance for the touchdown that made it 18-13. There was no time on the clock when that play wound up being over. There was only 1 second on the clock when the play started. Muncie's extra point attempt was good, and that's the score we have here at the half. Parkview Sterling 18 and Giles 14, a much closer ball game than it looked like it might be for a while here this afternoon. We'll be back to take a look at the first half statistics for both of these teams right after we pause for this 60-second timeout.
Michener Chevrolet Olds AMC Jeep Renault wishes the very best of luck to our Giles High Spartans in their quest for the state 2A football championship. We congratulate all the players and coaches for a super effort during the course of the season. It takes quite a sacrifice by all of them to accomplish what they have done this year, and the fan support for all our area teams has been phenomenal and is a real tribute to the people of this area. Hats off to all of you, and may the best team win, the Giles High Spartans.
RCA has been a leader in television technology for years, and Davis Radio and TV is your RCA dealer in Pearisburg. Davis Radio and TV carries the full line of RCA televisions, from 13-inch color portables all the way up to the big 25-inch RCA consoles with remote control, as well as RCA's full line of black and white portables. RCA is making television better and better. See the all-new RCA Color Track and the XL100 and you'll agree. Lay away now for the holidays at Davis Radio and TV, South Main Street in Pearisburg.
Okay, for the Giles Spartans in the first half, they had 138 yards rushing total, 7 first downs. Parkview Sterling came up with 8 first downs. They had 160 yards rushing. Unofficially, we had Giles 3 for 7 in the passing department for 1 touchdown. They had 1 pass intercepted. Giles fumbled the football twice and lost both fumbles in the first half of play. For Parkview Sterling, they kept the ball pretty much on the ground. They were 0 for 1 in the passing department. They did have 160 yards on the ground, punted the ball a couple of times. They didn't have any turnovers in the first half, and that was a big factor in the first half, as we said, Harold, was the turnovers that Giles kept coming up with. 3 of them in the first half, 2 fumbles lost and a pass interception.
Something very unusual. The Spartans, as we've said so many times, just haven't done that much this year. But this year, I mean, in this first quarter, they just couldn't seem to hang on to the football, and fumbling the ball twice, losing it on a pass interception. And but second quarter, Jeff, they appeared to be more relaxed. It appeared earlier that maybe they were a little tight and playing in this state championship game. Maybe they were a little tight. Parkview certainly wasn't. That they, as they took it to us the whole first quarter, and then the Spartans were able to come back and cut the margin down by 4 points. And I'm sure Coach Ragsdale feels much better now about this. And we said last week the Spartans have been a second-half ball club all year, and I'm sure the Spartan fans are hoping they're going to continue with that and come out here in the second half and be ready to go.
We'll be back with more halftime activities after we remind you the score here at the half is Parkview Sterling 18 and Giles 14. We'll be back after we pause for this 60-second timeout. Well, it's a wild first half of play, and I quite honestly don't expect anything different but a wild second half of play in this ball game. Unofficially, we had Alan Pinkett for 124 yards in the first half of play, and Greg King for around 118 yards or so in the first half of play. So we saw two fine runners and a lot of offense played in the first half, with Parkview out in front by a score of 18-14, and we now have Bob Whitehead with a special guest here at halftime.
Thanks, Jeff Nichols. We have the boss man here at Bandana headquarters, Bill Puckett, who's really been enjoying this for a full season and these games in the playoffs. Bill, I know you were terribly excited over here with the rest of your staff and everybody else here in Giles County when we were behind there by 18 points, but it looks a little better now.
Well, I never gave up hopes on any of these boys. I think they're a super bunch of kids. They've got a lot of brotherhood, and I think if there's any way at all to come back, these kids are going to do it. We just think it's great.
You know, I couldn't help but look over there at the Bandana gang. When we got behind, they all got up as your team came up the field, and they really left out a roar over there and waved every bandana in that crowd.
Well, that's what it's all about this year. These bandanas is a symbol of victory here, and as long as we can keep this up, I think this team and their coaching staff has just done a great job, and these bandanas from all over the county, it's just been a tremendous help to us, Bob, and we appreciate it very much.
They tell me they're hard to hold on to. Everybody wants them. They take them through the middle of the night, and
well, we'll share them with anybody. Just bring on in the teams and the victories. We'll share them with anybody.
You better believe it, and we'll help you put them back up, Bill.
Thanks so much, Bob. We just can't extend too much appreciation to everybody in the county who has supported us here today, and regardless of the outcome of this game, it's been a phenomenal season, and we're just looking forward to another bright season next year. We've got a lot of positive things going for us, something we've needed for years and years, and we just feel great about it.
Let me mention somebody around here that's been doing a lot of work. I know you haven't been able to get a hold of him. He's so busy, and that's your athletic director here, Gary Clark. He's done a magnificent job. I know he's made everybody happy in the press box here. I hear comments all afternoon about how nice they've been treated here at Giles.
Bob, I couldn't say enough good things about Gary Clark. He's just done a super job. He's been congenial with everybody. He's very thorough, and I'm just delighted to have him as an assistant principal and my athletic director, and I hope I'll have him for many years to come.
Okay, well, that's Gary Clark, the athletic director here, and the assistant principal, who has been handling most of everything that goes along with a state championship game. I don't know where he picked up the experience, because we waited a long time to get one here in Giles County. We finally made it.
Well, I tell you just can't say enough about all the good people that's helped us this year, and we're looking forward to working with them again next year, and we're looking forward to another good season, Bob.
Okay, if you'd like to hear some encouraging words, maybe we get Harold Chafin in here with us, our color man, because he is convinced, and he never gives up, that the Spartans are coming back in the second half and put the score on the scoreboard.
Well, we've been a second half ball club all year. I think Bill Puckett will agree, and I'm not, we were down 18-0. It's 18-14, and our boys in that second quarter really got things together. I think maybe we were a little tight in that first quarter, and we gave up the ball twice on fumbles, once on a pass interception. We just haven't done that all year, Bill.
Well, I don't think we're the type of team to ever give up, Harold, and I think when Coach Ragsdale and his staff in that locker room makes a few adjustments, I believe we're going to even this ball game up here pretty quick, and we're going to have a very exciting game to watch this second half. I just have all the confidence in the world in the team to come back, and I have all the confidence in the world in Steve Ragsdale and his staff.
Bill, let me ask one question. I know the excitement here among the fans for the past several weeks, well, all season long, it's just been building for this state championship game. But have you noticed the difference, attitude in the school among your students in the high school?
Harold, I think that this season has bonded things together so well. I can see a good increase in student behavior in the classroom. I think it perpetuates through the entire program that we have here, not just in athletics. I see it on a day-to-day basis. I think our kids are great. They're spirited. They're very friendly kids. They're not doing anything that would take away from the good name that Giles High School has, and I think you're going to see a whole lot of this right in the classroom. And I'm just tickled to death with our student body.
Well, that's great.
I wonder if the bandana gang over there is listening. I know they're so busy now, they're hearing their radios. They probably can't hear it over the crowd. But before the game, we had them all listening over there, Bill, and we could make them do tricks with the bandanas. They do their clapping and wave at us, but I'm sure they're listening to activities here at halftime. and they're waiting for their Giles band to come out and entertain. Bill Puckett, we appreciate you coming here at halftime with us. I know you're all excited. You have a lot of work to do here in the second half, and thanks so much for spending these couple of minutes with us.
Thank you, Bob. We appreciate it.
Okay, Bill Puckett, the principal of Giles High School. And now we'll take you back to Jeff Nichols and Harold Chafin.
Okay, thanks a lot, Bob, and I just want to extend my thanks to Gary Clark. He's helped me a lot in the past in doing ball games up here at Giles, and we're real happy with his help and expertise that he's come along with. You think you can grab him for a second?
I'd probably get as much as an hello out of him. He's terribly busy here, but as he runs by me, I'll get him to say hello. Gary Clark, who's handled everything that goes with this championship AA championship game here today.
That's
Gary,
a lot, Bob, too. And I'll tell you,
you
you don't know how to do one. You talk about experience. You can't get any experience in one of these things unless you get a state championship game here. And you sort of learn by doing, but Gary's done it all year long.
Right, he certainly has, and he's proud of the Spartans and his bandana gang across the field and everyone else here at Giles High School. Gary, can you just say hello to everybody out there? We've been talking about you a little bit.
Hey, do, Bob.
Okay, what do you think? It's been a tough first half for the Spartans, but I don't think they really looked like the Spartans in the first quarter. I think they're going to come back and do a fine job.
Well, I listened to most first half, Bob. I didn't get to see much, but when we're fumbling the football and kicking it around, that's not like us. We haven't done it all year long.
Gary, I just want to say thanks for everybody here in the press box, and everybody down there has had an opportunity to meet you or ask a request of you. They've all been commenting around here how nice it is here at Giles and the great job you've done, and you should be very proud of it.
Well, Bob, we're very proud of our whole program, and we appreciate all the help that we've had in this. Of course, it's a new experience, and things are getting a little easier all the time now.
We'll take that to mean for the second half, right?
Right.
All right, let's hope so. Gary Clark, Gary's a busy guy, and he's off now to do another job. So we'll take you back now to Jeff Nichols and Harold Chafin.
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. The Giles Spartan Band performing at halftime now. Park View's band performed a little bit earlier. The score here at the half is Park View Sterling 18 and Giles 14. We'll be back after we pause for this 60-second timeout.
Here are wise words for hungry people. Prepare a feast, still pay the least when you shop Foodland in Rich Creek. Be it basics or specialty foods, Foodland always has an attractive selection and almost always the best prices too. Your food dollars do a little more at the Foodland store in Rich Creek. Foodland congratulates the Spartans on their Super Football season. Foodland in Rich Creek.
Giles Shoe Center has the right shoes for everything you do. During the pre-Christmas sale at Giles Shoe Center, you save 10% on work and hunting boots, Western-style boots, men's dress boots, ladies' and children's fashion boots, and waterproof boots, and save 10% too on house shoes and slippers, women's dress and casual shoes, plus Converse and other brand athletic shoes, including Converse All-Star leather basketball shoes. Giles Shoe Center on Winona Avenue in Pearisburg is also your H&R Block tax office.
Okay, we're back at Spartan Stadium with the halftime score 18-14 in favor of the Park View Sterling Patriots. They've just returned to the field, and here comes Giles, but it's going to be a few minutes yet before the start of the second half here, just because of the fact that things are running a little bit slow here at this championship halftime, as they often do. If you're just tuning in, Park View Sterling had the first three scores of the ball game, went ahead 18-0, missed all their extra point attempts, and then Giles came back for a long touchdown run by Leon King to make it 18-7, and then with 1 second to go in the first half, there was a touchdown pass, 5 yards, King to Mance. On the last play of the first half, extra point was good, and that's where we stand now, 18-14, and we'll go back again to Bob Whitehead.
Thank you, Jeff. We have a fellow just walked through here who's been all excited about this ball game, and that's the superintendent of our Giles County Schools, Mr. Harold Apsher. Harold, good to have you out here this afternoon.
Thank you, Bob. It's mighty good to be here.
I'll tell you, our Spartans are a little behind, but we're looking forward to a big half here in the second half and get that title for Giles County.
Yes, sir. We're awfully proud of them. They came back real well.
I notice you have a partner here with you that we're very proud of. He's our principal down in the Narrows area, Ron Matlock. Ron, good to see you here.
Thank you.
You enjoy the ball game?
Well, so far it's been a great game. Second quarter.
I heard a lot of noise down there in the second floor. I guess that was you fellas down there trying to get the Spartans back in this ball game.
Well, I was trying to hold Dr. Absher down.
Okay. Well, we hope you enjoyed the rest of the game. We did want you to come by to say hello. We have a lot of listeners out there who are delighted to hear from you people. And I know Dr. Epsher is very happy about having a Giles County school in the state playoffs, AA, and we hope we can do this every year.
Well, we would like to, Bob. We certainly would.
We've got an experienced man now, Gary Clark, here. If you need help, why, we can get him.
Yes, sir, Gary. He's got everything under control.
And I'm sure that Ron is looking forward to the day that he can bring his school into the state championship again, or into competition again.
Next year, we hope, okay?
Right. We did come in number 2 in the district, and we're mighty proud of that, to have 1 and 2 in Giles County. That's a little unusual for that to happen. I don't know how many times we can get that to work, but we're real proud of that.
Well, it speaks well for the youth of the county. It really does. When you have 1 and 2 in the county, and we're looking for that number 1 next year, Bob.
It sure does. We have a lot of great football players here. And, of course, this year, Giles coming up in the state championship, we have a lot of talent out there. And it's real great to be able to see a ball game like this and have such beautiful weather for it, too.
Oh, the weather is beautiful, Bob. It really is.
Okay, well, thank you, Harold Absher, the superintendent of the Giles County Schools, and Ron Medlock, the principal of Narrows High School here in Giles County. We'll take you back now to Jeff Nichols and Harold Chafin.
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. We got banners flying all over the place here, and the teams are out on the field ready for the second half kickoff. It'll be Giles kicking off to Park View Sterling here in the second half of play. And Harold, I'm sure that Coach Steve Ragsdale made some adjustments at halftime. I noticed you can't always pick up all that much about the defenses and offenses when you're doing the play-by-play, but it seemed to me that at least in the first quarter and part of the second period of play, that the Parkview Sterling defense, they were playing a 4-4 and they were doing a lot of shifting. They'd like shift the 4 front men to the right and the 4 linebackers to the left, or vice versa, just before the start of the play. And if you can do that without jumping off sides, it seemed to be confusing, Giles.
Yeah, I think they were confusing Giles some when they were shifting like that. And I think the defensive team now for the Spartans are going to have to really settle down and try to stop this Pinkett, who's really been a super ball carrier this afternoon, as we're ready to go.